see. Do I have to fight these guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is there for you. I'm Happy Tact. We're back. We're here with some purple Pokemon. We haven't played some purple Pokemon in a little minute. But yeah, we're having a good time. Having a good time, doing some things, playing some Pokemans, and yeah, got some things up on the side here. So you'll see we've got kind of our left side covered. That's because we have announcements that we need to have up all the time. Besides, all it is just the menu, so it shouldn't really be super impactful to anybody that it's up there. And that's because next weekend, got some fun stuff going on. We're going to be doing a charity stream next weekend. So we'll be raising money for Stand Up to Cancer. Everything is already open. We already have our first donation as well.
Trick. Get an axe.
Oh my goodness. It's a trick. Get an axe. Thanks, Cake. The charity is not a trick, but we will get an axe. YOLO. For sure. Welcome in, Cake. Welcome in, good guy. We are... Oh my gosh, why are we so slow today? You could tell by the music that we're in a tense situation. Gosh, very slow today. Been messing with the sound and encoder settings on this all morning, as well as play testing for tomorrow, or for next weekend, I should say. So, do I just talk to you guys? What happened here? We swore we'd be loyal. Okay, so I do just talk to them and then invite them. I think this is pretty much the end of this, so... Made it once it was announced. Nice. Woo! Gosh. There's something about... I think maybe I need to find a new emulator for this, because it is struggling hard. Hey White Fox, how you doing? What's been going on? Let's do this. Bob says, anytime you learn, you gain. That's from the !cabin command. I figured I'd let it post all the random things that Bob Ross says in chat because that's just pleasant. It's fun. A little bit fun. So for those who are here for the first time and slower than your phone, yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. It's gonna... I apologize. I have tried everything. Everything to fix this. It hasn't gone well. Nothing much. A lot of homework for your 2 classes. Well, I hope that the homework goes well. Feel free to just lurk and continue working on what you gotta do. Absolutely no problems there. I hope it goes well. And hey Cake, thanks for contributing some more support points toward the Water Only Poke Emblem Challenge. We're almost there. We're at 91% raised. We might be able to do it today. You got so many points now. The lack of space has made me rich. I know. I need to figure out how to make that work for us. Didn't know Black and White was that intensive. It honestly, like, I don't remember having this much lag with like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. There's definitely a little bit more lag. I feel like because everything is animated and it's just very like it's probably more resource heavy than we thought it was. But yeah. Hey Bisley, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. Finals for said class, so a lot of studying. Well, I hope your studying goes well. Always fun to make study sheets and try to figure out what it is that you need to know for your end of year, end of semester. Always a good time. Well, I shouldn't say always a good time. I had fun doing things like that. Not everybody likes it, so I'll refrain from imposing my opinions about school and classwork on others. Crunch this thing. But yeah, next weekend we're doing a charity stream, a 2-day charity stream. So Saturday will be Fire Emblem as always, Sunday will be Pokemon as always, but it's gonna be some massive streams for me. So usually we stream for about 3 hours, and these will both be, I think, about 7 to 8 hour streams. So basically all day. And we'll be doing some Fire Emblem 7 bingo. Will be our. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I think aubergine. Fire Emblem 7 bingo will be on Saturday, and then Pokemon Emerald randomized map warp on Sunday. I was playtesting that this morning, so I think you're gonna like it. The Pokemon locations are all randomized and items are randomized and stuff. And so are all the doors. So we don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're going. But that's all the fun. Of course I lose boars as soon as you say Fire Emblem. Oh my goodness. Are you playing Fire Emblem right now? Dear God, the sound. I'm sorry about the sound, guys. I'm tempted to mute it and then just put on some music. What do you guys think? We could do that instead. We could definitely do that instead. We could listen to whatever we want too. It doesn't need to be Pokemon. I do like the music in these games though. Unova music is pretty baller. But when it's like skipping, I don't know. So do I fight them all? I think I must fight them all. That sounds better. Yeah, let me see if I can find some music. What do we want to listen to? Do we want to listen to Pokemon music or do we want to listen to something else? There's so many options. Well, let's listen to some Pokemon music, I think. Let me just do that. There we go. Fire Emblem music? I got some lo-fi Pokemon music on right now, but yeah. I saw someone do a random warp Pokemon Emerald before. It looked pretty tough. Hope you can draw some maps as you go. Yeah, there's a tool that I'm going to try and use. I didn't try and use it when I was playtesting this morning, but I have a pretty decent memory, although there's a lot going on with it, but they do have a tool that helps you track where all the doors go to. I'm going to look into it and see if it's something that can be done pretty quickly, and if it is, then we'll just try and use that to map everything. I have a set made up for a bingo board that will essentially track which major events we've done or not. But yeah. So, I don't know. I've got lo-fi Pokemon music playing, but maybe I'll find some Fire Emblem music. Let's do this. I'm gonna play some Fire Emblem music because I like it. An awful working memory, so you can only do that sort of thing if you're writing them down. Yeah. I think as soon as you start finding loops, it's a lot easier. But we'll see. So we're gonna listen to some Fire Emblem Awakening soundtrack because why the heck not? Can I defeat all three of you? I guess I already defeated one guy. One more. Well, one thing is, if we're listening to this music, then we can probably speed things a little bit. Did that once, it was not the best time, got sent to the event Pokemon location. Yeah, I definitely found some event Pokemon in the playtesting this morning. Definitely found some Pokemon in the playtest this morning. But I think we'll be good. I think overall it's gonna be a good time. We did a little bit of we did maybe like 2 or 3 hours last year, because last year we did one big stream. I don't even remember how many hours we went, but we played a lot of games. We played some Fire Emblem, we played some Pokemon, we were trying to play some other newer games that we hadn't done on stream yet, like Oxenfree and Beacon Pines. But my computer couldn't handle it. So we had to call an audible. We also played a lot of Pokemon Pinball. So we might play some pinball. We might have a redeem on Sunday for some Pokemon Pinball as like a cleanser. A Selger. That's a bug type, right? Let's do this. And hey Slowpoke, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, we were playing like OG Pokemon Pinball, like the red and blue with the Pikachu Game Boy Color Pokemon Pinball. Maybe I'll see if I can find the Ruby and Sapphire Pokemon Pinball. Oh my goodness, we're at 95% complete. Slowpoke, thank you for donating some more support points towards the water-only Poke Emblem Challenge. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a good time. Depending on which one we finish first, the water-only Poke Emblem Challenge will be Saturday or Sunday. It can fit in either spot. I think we might finish Pokemon before we finish. I think we might finish this run before we finish our current randomized Fire Emblem run. So, I think. We'll see. We'll see. And hey, Vesley, thank you for donating some more points. We're almost there. 49 out of 50k. Getting real close. Getting real close. The context for this is, of course, that water Pokemon are my favorite type of Pokemon. And we left it up to chance. We did a type lock in Pokemon Platinum, and we randomized all the Pokemon locations, and our type lock was going to be based off of which starter we picked from a randomized set of starters, and we ended up with a dark type, which was a lot of fun. But I had been hoping for a water type because it's just a lot easier to find water types. So we're gonna force the issue. We're gonna do Poke Emblem with only waters. Even if I lose, Lord Ghetsis simply has to win. No matter. The only thing you can do is watch Lord Ghetsis use Kyurem to freeze Unova solid. That's all. I'll return this Pokemon to you. Considering what Lord Ghetsis is about to do, I have no further need of it. Hey, Happy. If we let Team Plasma do whatever they want, there'll be more sad Pokemon like Purloin and Kyurem. I know, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna stop them. We're gonna stop them. I'm sorry you have a sinus headache. Maybe make some tea. Help clear it a little bit. Do us a save. Do I need to leave to go outside? Maybe. Ice puzzle. They made ice look so pretty in this game. Ice, ice, baby. Ice puzzle. Lol, it's just Canada. Maybe. Can I? Oh, Canada. By the way, I have not played this game before, so I don't know really what to expect in terms of lore and plot. I don't know. Oh, here's Ghetsis. This crazy kook. The Giant Chasm. This is the spot where Kyurem's power resonates. Here, Kyurem can use the full extent of its power and easily cover all of Unova in ice. Kyurem, come. It's not a dog. Hi, Link. How are you? I just saw you over in Side's chat a little minute ago. That unpleasant look in your eyes reminds me of it. That aside, this is my gift to you to show my respect for making it this far. This was the first Pokemon game you owned. Expect lore and plot. Yeah, Unova has like a lot of lore and plot. It's pretty good. And yeah, by the way, next weekend, Streamiversary, all weekend. We'll probably still have a Friday stream, but it might be short, because we're gonna have a lot of long streams on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I'm doing good. You could probably tell I'm still getting over the cough I had from my cold last weekend. But yeah, I'm having a good weekend. Yesterday, I'm actually like my legs and my booty are a little bit sore from all the science yesterday. So to do the pop rockets, we set them off from the ground, and all the kids are really short, right? Because they're little kids, and I'm pretty tall. So there was a lot of squats, a lot of squatting that was done so that I could get like on the level with them and like look them in the eyes and they could help me. And I didn't realize it until I got up from my chair a little bit ago. But it was fun. It was fun. Did some pop rockets, did some all the things. Woo! Nice. Thank you for the 3-stream streak, 3-stream streak, 3-stream streak. Yeah, the sciencing was good. The sciencing is always good. It was like 5 hours of sciencing between all the setup, the event, and then the cleanup and everything like that. It was a lot of fun. And then this one it wasn't like a community event. It was it was like an employee engagement event. So it was all, kids and parents. The parents work at the same place I do. So it was like all kids of engineers and engineer adjacent jobs and stuff like that. So they're all very excited. I think my friend, not my friend, my favorite kid yesterday. There were a couple of favorite kids, but one little girl, she got scared there were some cosplayers dressed up as like Darth Vader and stuff. So she was like a little bit intimidated by them because they're tall dudes. And her mom was like, "Oh, that was scary, wasn't it? Would you feel better if we did some science? Do you want to do some science now?" And she was like, "Uh-huh. Yeah, that would make me feel better." So we did some pop rockets right after that, and she was just so cute. And then there was one kid that he set off like 20 pop rockets, and he was telling me all these jokes. Really like terrible but funny jokes. Oh gosh, the plot is happening. And then there was another kid that was like, he just kept coming back. Like he came back like 3 or 4 times to set off more and more. And like watching them get more confident in doing that kind of stuff is just super rewarding. Because the parents are like, "Oh, you gotta, we gotta go now," or we wanna. Oh boy, that's scary. Zekrom fusion bolts. Or they're like, there's no other kid around, but they're like, "Oh, we need to let other kids have a turn," because they're just kind of like, they think that their kid is annoying me, and the kid isn't annoying me. I'm like, no, he could set up as many as he wants. It's just Alka-Seltzer and water. It's fine. So this one kid, he set off like, I don't know, probably like 30 over the course of the 4 hours that we were there. Yeah, little girl knows what Darth Vader did to the younglings. Yeah. One of the other people that was dressed up as Chewie. And he kept chasing the kids around, making the Chewbacca noises and stuff. And they were just like squealing. It was the cutest thing. N is here. It was super cute. Can't allow selfish humans to make Pokemon suffer, and I like Unova. It's the place that taught me how to live as a human. It's the place that made me notice the harmony between Pokemon and humans living together. I will protect the Pokemon and humans who live here. Is that what Zekrom sounds like? Bazazazazash! Excellent. That was a moving expression of your determination. So the education I provided to make you king wasn't a complete waste then. But I still haven't forgotten that even though I was kind enough to find you when you were living in the forest with a Pokemon and take you in and care for you, in the end you were selfish and disrupted my plans. I was supposed to use your abilities to rule Unova. But I'll forgive you. Zekrom, which you were kind enough to bring with you, can shatter ice. Now you've saved me the work of searching for it. Well, actually, I knew you'd appear if we fired ice missiles into Opelucid City, and you noticed the change. That's an ugly formula. It won't work. Oh, but it will. If I use these DNA splicers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you, anybody getting flashbacks to, oh my. Flashbacks to Infinite Fusions? No! Oh, big cutscene. Of course, it's on the screen that I covered up. So sorry about that. Get ready for lag. Needs more Lopunny. Ugh. I still need to post some of the stuff from Finch and I doing adopt, babysit, or abandon. Where we looked at Pokemon fusions and they pew pew. It's a pretty long cutscene. I feel like Unova, like, in terms of the pre-Switch era, Unova seems to have like the most lore and the most like cutscene things. And I'm wondering if it's because they were just like super into the 3DS era or into the DS era. And they're like, you know what? We can do so much. No, Zekrom! Go back to being with that warlord guy in Pokemon Conquest. He turned into a probe droid. Wait. This is Zekrom. Absorb Zekrom. Use Absolution. Absolutely not. Tootin' out. Kazoo. Final Fantasy V battle theme. Oh, we're getting into it now. Let me see if I can find some music for that. Thank you for redeeming Tootin' Out. Final Fantasy C5 battle theme sheet music. While the long cutscene is going on, this seems appropriate. Final battle, those who fight. This one seems appropriate. That's Final Fantasy VI, though. 6, 7. It's the main theme. Main theme. Oh no. Kirim's butt is electrically on fire. Oh, that's nice. Battle theme for some game. We don't know what game. Some game. For some reason, Final Fantasy V sheet music is difficult to find. 6 will also work. Okay, I think 6 is easier to find. That's the opening theme. Kirim getting a facelift. Battle theme. There we go. Got it. We got one. Thank you, Muse Score. Am I gonna play it like piano? Worse. Kazoo. It gets worse. So, for those that aren't aware of what's gonna happen here, "Toot It Out" is a redemption. There's "Song of Your People," which is singing, clearly, and then there's "Toot It Out," which is me playing one of 3 silly instruments. Yesterday we played some harmonica. We played some Dragon Age or Dragon Quest. I forget what Dragon Quest, I think, on the harmonica, and then the other one is kazoo. And then we have recorder because I am a saxophone player, which means I don't play any of these. What do you mean worse? Excuse. Slowpoke's heard me play the things that I actually know how to play, so you should know that this is worse. Although we have used kazoos pretty extensively for various other unsanctioned music groups. But yesterday we were talking about picking music from games that I don't know, and the list of games I don't know is pretty extensive. So we're gonna try and play at least a portion of this battle theme on the kazoo. I gotta read it first for a second here, though. That's so low. How fast is this? 160? What is 160? Or probably... because I don't want to listen to it beforehand because I feel like that ruins it. The best part. Let's see. This is gonna be awful, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best. I think it's faster than I'm probably ready to play, but oh well. Oh dear. Oh dear. I might try and find a different score. This one is a little hard to read. I actually don't know what... I think they wrote it for piano on that one. Let me see. Maybe this one's easier to read. Yeah, that one's easier to read because it's not a piano score. Let's try this. Let's try this. I don't know what this one is for, but it's not that either. Perfect music to my ears. There's a clip from Cabs picking kazoo for the recruitment theme for Fire Emblem, and that one is actually good because I know that music, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. was that? That seems a little bit more, that was easier to read than the other one. Was that pretty good? Did that sound vaguely like it could have been the battle theme from Final Fantasy VI? So glad. I'm so glad that we could do that for you. Thank you for redeeming Toot It Out. One of my favorite redeems because it is very silly. Very silly indeed. And thanks for donating some more points towards our water-only Pokemon challenge. We are 97%. We are almost there. We are just about there, guys. And we have some good battle music to go along with this horrible splice situation that we're seeing. Get some water for that. Oh, thank you, guys. Never would have believed that Pokemon could fuse together. That there was a formula like this. You fool. Last time I was going to use you to capture people's hearts and minds to rule them. But this time I'm simply going to use overwhelming power and rule with an iron fist. Do you understand? If you had simply become king, Unova would have remained beautiful. Come now, trainer. This time no one will save you. But to make things interesting, I'll give you a chance. Let's see if you can stop this Kyurem. Question mark? What's this? Your Pokeballs are trembling. Could your Pokemon be shaking with rage? No, that's not possible. Simple tools don't have emotion or thought. Lol, is this a Fire Emblem game? It is. Surprise! Challenge Kyurem. Just so you know, catching it's impossible. My cane emits signals that disrupt the function of all Pokeballs. Shouldn't that mean that I can't throw my Pokeball? Shaking with anticipation. Alright, well. It's appropriate music for this. Level 55. So, I'm wondering if it's a dragon type, Terravolt, or if it's ice, thunder. I guess let's find out, shall we? Let's just dig real quick. Dragon breath. Okay. I really wish that I had found hidden power, the TM for hidden power. Okay, so not weak to ground type. Shaking with anticipation. Dairy. Oh my. Cool. Let's see. Iris is pretty fast, so let's just go with Iris for a sec. Probably should have used Psychic. That's okay. I'll live. I'm gonna try and confuse it. Because it's not 3 types. So it's either like Ice Electric, or it's still Dragon Ice with Terravolt, which is an interesting choice. Oh, we snapped out of confusion. Oh, cool. This is gonna be fun for everybody. Freeze shock. Alright, maybe we're gonna Will-O-Wisp this sucker. Concern. Special defense? Good special defense? Nope, not good enough. Oh, I don't like it. Takau's fast. Can't believe Fire Emblem got an update like that. I know. It's hard to imagine. Shoot. I think I need a light screen. I don't know which of its moves are physical moves though. Okay. Good to know. Where's the Lord? The Lord is Takao, to be honest. Yikes. Yikes, bro. Thanks, I hate it. Was it N? Yeah, it's pretty much N. Nope. Good thing as a child in the Pokemon universe, I am horribly flush with cash. Dang. I don't know about this, guys. I just don't know. Please don't be paralyzed. If it's part ice type, this will be nice. Okay, cool. Oh. Hey Malkin, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh my god, it's Slowpoke. I know, right? Always happy to see Slowpoke in chat. Is my one unevolved Pokemon really gonna take out Kyurem? God, I hope so. Oh no. This is scary. Are we fast? I don't know. I think I'd rather just do this. Amethyst, baby. Passage. Oh, they've been separated. We put them in timeout in different corners of the room. I can't believe it. The Black Kyurem I went to all the trouble of preparing. How irritating. Now I have to go recapture Kyurem, don't I? But first, I'll take down this disgusting trainer with my own hand. This time, I will succeed. No matter what they try, no one will be able to stop me. He looks a little unhinged. I think he needs to hydrate. I think he needs some water. Maybe a Snickers. Thank you for the good luck. Have fun. Oh, I got healed somehow. That was nice of the game to do for me. I really thought I was about to go in here with one Pokemon in a dream. I don't know why I thought that that was gonna be pretty good. How do you like being poisoned? Not fun? There are a couple new songs on the Song of Your People list, by the way. And for next weekend, there is a completely different list for Song of Your People because there is a task that is related to singing a song related to the character. So I came up with like 48 songs that if that character's on the map, that's a song we can sing. There's some good ones on there. There's some good ones on there. I'm debating over I'm pretty sure that I don't want to share that list beforehand because I kind of want you to not know what the song is. Just tell me a character name and that's the one that we'll pick. Some of them make sense and some of them are very loose associations. Electros. Yeah, I thought you might do that. This is good Getsus music. Takao being an utter champion. Drapion. Dark type. If we were to do another color lock, what color should it be? And what game would it be? What would you guys want to see? I think I'd like to stick to a color that's like still very few Pokemon, because this wasn't a very long list. I'd kind of like to do it in like X and Y, but I need to figure out how to get that working. Or maybe Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That would be a good one. We should be faster than it. Toxicroak. It's gonna hit me with a Sucker Punch. I don't know if I care. I don't think it's gonna kill me. Of course, I've been wrong before. Oh, it was a crit. Heather is kind of a tank, so generally not concerned. about her. What's this? This is nothing like I expected. I know. Isn't it awful? Ooh, Shadow Ball. Should have just gone with a move. Get you a Corsola. Slow. Oh, Brick Break. Scary, kind of. Haha. Rocky Helmet. Sometimes I forget that I have that on Amethyst. Could it be? My plans for complete and total world domination are foiled again? No, I couldn't have been defeated by some random trainer. Turns out you can. Thanks for giving me so much money. How can this be? I'm the creator of Team Plasma. I'm perfect. I'm the absolute ruler who will change the world. And I've lost to some unknown trainer not once, but twice? I can't accept this. It's not possible. I can't be bested by fools who can't even use Pokemon correctly. It's hard to call you this, but Father, please understand. Pokemon are not tools. Pokemon and humans take each other to greater heights. Thank you for the GGs. There are wonderful partners. Some humans understand this. Why can't you? Dad, please. Shut your mouth. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Don't talk like a person, you freak. No real person could talk to Pokemon. Lord Ghetsis has lost control. We'll take it from here. Okay. Without Father, Team Plasma is farewell. Okay. Did he leave his scepter behind? On behalf of everyone, thank you. Kyurem is fine. Now, it's lost its power, but it will come here again. Psash. Zekrom says thank you as well. That's right, I can talk with Pokemon. On that day 2 years ago, a certain trainer in Alder taught me something. By accepting different ideas, this world creates a chemical reaction. So I met many different Pokemon and people and heard so much. And that's how my world quietly grew bigger. By being with Pokemon, humans can continue towards new horizons. By being with humans, Pokemon can exhibit their true power. That's the ideal Pokemon for me. And someday both ideals and truth will come together. Then Pokemon and humans will be free from the oppression of Pokeballs. You. What are you and your Pokemon striving for? You should head to the Pokemon League and put your ideals to the test. I think the okay, bye. I think the Shadow Triad just did the okay grandma meme to Ghetsis. They're like, okay, Grandpa, let's get you your juice. Is it over? Yes. I see, so it's over. More importantly, you rescued Kyurem from Team Plasma, right? You're really something. I'm gonna make sure Purloin gets back to my sister. Still can't take it out of the Pokeball yet, though. What are you gonna do? You said go to the Pokemon League. That's a good idea. I mean, now you're the strongest in Unova, right? Go prove it! Do you remember where we first met up in the giant chasm? If you follow the path from there, it goes on to Route 23. Victory Road and the Pokemon League are just past there. It's the cane Ghetsis was holding. Was he controlling Kyurem with it? Okay. Guess we're going. With our battle preps. Just like every game, pretty much. What a lovely day. All the ice is gone. How do I... What's up with these trees, man? Ah. Help. Oh my god. BRB, gonna heat up some tea? Good. Have some tea. It'll help with the sinus headache. First Pokemon we're running into right now. A Lunatone! Not purple. We did say if we found a purple shiny we would catch it, but the odds are very slim of that. Tea is good. I'm gonna have some water. Get you some hot leaf juice. And a sunstone that I don't need. Sure. Boop. Whee. That looks like more plot over there. How do I get over there? Do I gotta trigger the plot first? Maybe. Piloswine. Piloswine. I like that they have not just like icy Pokemon, but they also have Pokemon that are associated with like space here, because like the whole thing is that they think Kyurem came from space. Hello? Oh, you're safe. I'm so glad. As for Team Plasma's ship, a man in a white lab coat appeared. He said that a trainer had given him the answer he'd been seeking, and as thanks, he would disband Team Plasma. Then he said, Farewell. Walk a just path with Pokemon, and he flew the ship away. So, everything has been resolved. We were even able to confirm that Lord N is safe. That's nice. Wonder if that guy who ran off had figured something out. I'm in no position to say anything. In the past, I stole Pokemon too. Well, at least you admit it, I guess. How do I get out? Let me out! This is an out, but it is an item. I guess I could just fly, right? Probably. Do I give up? Do I just fly somewhere? I want to get away. I want to fly away. On my fainted Pokemon. Super repels are better economy. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We still haven't been to this city. Can I even go there yet? Is it post-game? We haven't been to like half the map. I don't even understand, like, why that would be the case. Legend says if you approach this big chasm, disasters surely follow. Is there just like a lot of post-game in this? I mean, maybe there is. Oh yeah, half of it is post-game. Got it. I guess that makes sense. Sure. It just feels weird, you know? Or tied to having black and white. Yeah, also fair. I appreciate that they gave us like completely different routing for this game. Considering that it's in the same physical place. But at the same time. Damn. Oh my god, let me out. Let me out. Despite all my rage, I'm still just stuck in this cage. Whoops. Dust clouds. One other thing I'm also considering is, yeah, please. Another thing that we're considering is for next weekend, having an option for Toot It Out to actually be with the saxophone. Usually I don't play saxophone on stream because it's very loud. And I don't want my neighbors to hate me. That's cool, I guess. But maybe we do. Let's put Amethyst out front and then more Pokemon will be taken care of. It's Route 13. Is this where I want to go? Where am I? What's happening? Lacunosa Town. Oh, okay. Cool. No. Somehow, I'm in Lacunosa Town. That's at least nicer that I don't need to, like, go through that entire route before the chasm. And it makes sense geographically. Gems! I don't want to fight this thing. Can you go away? Fine. Ice Gem, Ice Beam. Good move. Something that we could finally use to counter dragon types. We beat the Dragon Gym without having a single super effective move against dragon. What a time to be alive. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. I think I'm supposed to go the other way. Out the other one. I think I need to go out this side way. Hey, a house. Is it a house where I can heal? That'd be nice. There's an Audino in here. Nice to know. If you don't have cut, just surf your way around it. Ooh. Well, at least she's got a good attitude. Pokemon are so fun. Keep a tally of all the times that I've won or lost up till today. If I battle against you, I wonder which number will increase. You know, this is a really terrible place to just, like, hang out. What if there's a flash flood? Can't really get out, can you? This doesn't seem like a great place to hang out to me. But what do I know? Part ghost. Oh, got the static. Is there another house over here? A secret house? Oh, I wasn't expecting a visitor at a place like this. Take this. Flamethrower. Now it's just one Pokemon and me. I really can't kick the bucket and leave this Pokemon. Aww. Aww, he loves his Pokemon so much. Secret house in Casual Haxorus with Flamethrower. What happened to the rest of his Pokemon? It's not a sad story, is it? I don't want it to be a sad story. Oh, that was lucky. Shoo? You have to make those little noises or it just doesn't work. Our cabin command doesn't get very much use, so I wanted to make sure that we got some Bobisms every now and then, just for some flavor. No possible sad backstory for old man Reed's name, Ori. Oh, you'd be in Agony City by now. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Galvantula. I mean, it's definitely a lot faster than us. Oh, and Tailwind. That's right. Hey, we found a rare candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Aw, they got me. Should know better. Ooh! One that I wouldn't necessarily need to evolve. Another purple Pokemon. We could catch it. Kind of forgot that they were just kind of like hanging out here. Give me your purple, shades of purple you like. In the chat. I mean, we can compare it against Aubergine. That's fine. We have the item to evolve it. It's just we're not normally playing this game when it's nighttime. So I could just evolve it too. Off stream. And then compare them. Don't kill him. Give me a purple shade in chat. Favorite version of purple that we haven't already used. I might have to go look one up. We can just use the Master Ball on it. What's left? The only other thing is like Ditto and then Mienshao. We haven't found like a Mienshao. Thank you for the follow. We do anonymous follows. So I do appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Plum. Oh, we don't have a plum yet. Tyrian purple. We also don't have a Tyrian purple. We could do Tyrian. That sounds pretty badass, to be honest. Sounds pretty awesome. Tyrian would be good, I think. I feel like Tyrian would be good, and then if we find a Mienshao, we can name it Plum. I don't think we have a plum. I'm pretty sure we don't have a plum. Hello! Oh my goodness. Hi Caps, hi Raiders, welcome in. How was Gaiden? Did you finish? Did you finish? You said that you wanted to finish today. Hi G-Strikers, hi Malkin. Hi Binary Man, Cab Raid. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, is that upcoming charity streamer, Happy Chat? It is. It is. Welcome in. For those that don't know me, I am a member of the family, the Fire Emblem family, courtesy of Cabs. And we stream Fire Emblem. We're actually listening to Fire Emblem right now because the sound for this game is not great. Oh, you'll have to finish next week. Darn, more Cabs streams. How will I ever deal with that? Cabs is a wonderful Fire Emblem streamer and Celeste player. Been doing Fire Emblem-a-thon. So they're on game number 2 out of what, like 15, 16 Fire Emblem games, and they're gonna play all of them in order, plus all the spin-offs on Mondays. So Sundays will be the regular Fire Emblems, and then Mondays, 17, I was wrong. And then Mondays are all the spin-offs, like the Warriors games. So yeah, I can't retire just yet. If you don't know who I am, I'm Happy Tact. We play Pokemon and we play Fire Emblem most of the time. And next weekend we do have a charity stream going on, so we'll be playing Fire Emblem 7, doing some bingo on Saturday for quite some time. And donations will flip my bingo board, so you can sabotage my game anytime you like. That's the idea. And then on Sunday, I was playtesting it this morning. We have a randomized map randomizer. So why did I say randomized twice? Well, because all the Pokemon are in different places than they're supposed to be, so they are randomized. And every time I go through a door, it's going to take me to somewhere it's not supposed to go. So we did a little tiny baby map randomizer for last year's charity stream. But this year's charity stream, we are raising money for the Stand Up to Cancer charitable organization. They do groundbreaking research for cancer treatments, and that's who we're benefiting this year. So we're working on that. Donations are already open, so you can use the commands already. !donate, !charity, !SU2, the number C. exclamation point anniversary for all that information. Otherwise, Moobot will just be posting some things every now and then. But yeah, last year we raised a bunch of money. Thank you, Slowpoke. Last year we raised a bunch of money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for our first Streamiversary. This is our second Streamiversary, celebrating being an affiliate. We do some nice charitable work. So that's what we're doing next weekend. We also play a lot of other randomizers and things like that. And on our off Fridays, which are every other Friday, so this Friday, we do something else. Cancer. I wish I could help, but I'm fixed low income myself. Absolutely don't worry about it. You could still be here, still hang out, still contribute. Some of the bingo tasks, I'll be asking chat for their opinion. We were talking about one earlier where we have a playlist of songs related to all the characters in Fire Emblem 7 that are recruitable. And one of the tasks is to sing a song related to that character. So chat will be telling us what the what all of the characters we gotta pick are, and telling me some other stuff that they might want me to do. So definitely, even if you can't donate, don't worry about it. Just being here, learning about the charity is plenty for me, so that you know what's out there, what people are doing to make a difference in others' lives, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So now that I've talked your ear off for a couple minutes, I think we're in ads, possibly, for some people. Be back in 3 commercials. All right, we'll see you in a few. In the meantime, we are going to do a shout out for Cabs, because Cabs is wonderful. Cabs is wonderful. Last play in Gaiden. Don't know if it's going to pull a video. I might have turned that off for this because it stopped working. But please follow Cabs. Cabs is a great streamer. Does charity events themselves. One that
it is
there it is.
Turn 20.
Oh, it's hidden by the thing. 22. Clip lag, yeah, it's real. Clip lag is real. It's too much going on, I guess. But anyway, we're currently playing a purple Pokemon only run of Pokemon Black version 2, which I've never played before. We just beat Team Plasma and Kyurem and all that jazz. So now it is time to take on Victory Road. So we're on our way to Victory Road. And we found this Gliscor, which falls in the purple Pokemon. So we can only use Pokemon that are in that list to the left there. So this was a community challenge that we did. Very fun. And yeah, we're doing some good stuff.
We have checked 4 huts. We have a 5th one. We have a 6th one.
Checking all the huts. We have a Gligar, and we have the item to evolve it, but I keep forgetting to do it off stream.
Which one will it be?
Which one will it be? We don't know. The clip lag is super real, by the way. I don't know why, but it always picks Fire Emblem streamers to lag. It lags on Cabs and Malkin's clips. FE6 can be very rude sometimes. Yes, from time to time.
Do we get to end on turn 22?
Jeez, this thing is gonna destroy my team. And the other fun thing is, all those bingo all those bingo things, not all of them, but quite a few of them, were created by our very own DN Cabs, who was apparently aiming for making 75 tasks. I should let you know that there are currently 139 tasks in there. There might be one duplicate that I think LG and I had the same
Or
thing with
turn
different names.
32. Pardon me.
Hey, thank you, Slowpoke, for being here. I hope that your sinus headache goes away and that the tea helps. On his way out, make sure you are following Slowpoke316. Lovely person.
Wants it to be 6. I'm sure everyone except me wants it.
Wonderful person. Last playing Iconoclasts, variety streamer, retro variety streamer. And overall just a great person. Great person.
To be number 6.
In 2017, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and lost my hair and then regained it afterwards.
Don't spend it all in one place. Alright, so 6 hits. That may be a triple.
Alright. Slowpoke does a lot of Link to the Past randomizer races. Because of
Double,
chemotherapy
triple,
and radiation.
Hell yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that, Binary. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've had a number of people in my family that they have also had various kinds of cancer. Not all of them have made it, but my grandmother had positive about it. That you're still here? Absolutely. It just stops the current clip for the new one. Yeah, but we got it fixed. The lag is gone because the clips are done. My grandmother, she had breast cancer, and she's doing well. She also went through chemo and had at least a partial mastectomy, and she's doing well. Got her hair back, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. So I thought this was a good cause to bring up, but yeah, there's a lot of different things that can go wrong with your body and with replication of cells, and it doesn't always end well, but Stand Up to Cancer and other charities like it are doing what they can to raise money for making that time that people get last longer and preventing cancer in the first place. So that's what we're trying to raise some money and support. We do already have our first donation, so we will be kicking off next Saturday's stream with the redemptions related to that. Why can't I catch this Gliscor? Dude. Should I just go ahead and use the Master Ball? I mean, how many... I think I had 26 Ultra Balls before we started. I've thrown like 10 at it. I'm gonna just throw a timer ball, I guess. The white blood cell device on your arm after treatments was helpful? That's awesome! I've never even heard about that before. Plus you went to the doctor before it was any worse than it was. Yeah, early detection is like super important. There we go, timer ball. Timer ball apparently is what we needed to do. Yeah, early detection is like extremely helpful. Not all cancers are easy to catch early on. But I'm glad that they were able to catch it for you, Binary. So what did he said? Tyrian. Tyrian is apparently a shade of purple, and it sounds really awesome. So that's what we're gonna use. Tyrian. All of our Pokemon are named after different shades of purple. Thank you for the GGs. That took like way longer than it should have. Let's be real. Also, it took out like half my team because I was just waiting for it. Goodness. also I could get this star piece. So if you're wondering, you know, what even are the incentives for donating? Well, if you haven't checked out what they are already from the donate link, I can tell you. Some of them are making me eat very sour candy. Some of them are me doing a drawing of your favorite Pokemon. There's also one for drawing your icon on Twitch, which we did last year. It was very fun. Usually I don't do those on stream. I'll do them after stream and post them in Discord, or otherwise try and send you a link to it. They'll probably also get posted up on Twitter. So that's some of the individual contributor incentives. And then the goal posts, every $100 that we raise will flip our bingo board on Saturday. Make me start over again with our FE7 bingo. And then we have other ones like a Bob Ross blind paint challenge. We've done those a couple times before where all I can do is listen to Bob Ross. I can't watch him, but we'll try and paint what he's telling us. It's very difficult, but we'll do that. And there's a couple other art related ones like painting some Pokemon trading cards, doing some Sculpey for Pokemon, doing a Fire Emblem themed painting. A lot of them are revolved around that because that seems to be something everybody likes. And I just enjoy doing it. It's very fun. And then what else we got? I think that there's a channel party. Yeah. So we got a channel party where we'll do some baking. We'll do some video game themed baking. Last year we made a cake that had a hand axe on it. And my most popular clip was made, which was me dropping the cake. So, a sad moment, but I think most people thought it was funny. So, yeah. I recently learned that in Fire Red, Leaf Green, since you get a nugget before the battle at the end of Nugget Bridge, you can get the nugget again if you lose the battle. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, throwing the hand axe. It was a happy taxident, is what we called it. I like purple, anything brain related, Alzheimer's, traumatic brain injury, epilepsy, and other related issues. If you're born with epilepsy, but you're doing well even still. Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad you're doing well. I often wonder, especially when I go to the movies and there's some scenes that they don't do a warning for. I'm like, they should probably have put something in front of this, because it doesn't seem like this is something that people should go in blind to. You almost cried when you saw that clip. I did my best to hold it together, but I think the worst part about it wasn't necessarily that like I dropped the cake. It was that I dropped the cake onto my tablet, my microphone, and like several other things. So we pretty much had to just like salvage what we could, wrap up stream as quickly as we could, and then I just spent like the next 2 hours picking, like using a toothpick and picking icing out of all the little crevices in my equipment. It was awful. Like the backside of my microphone still has really terrible, this is my microphone, by the way. It never recovered all the way. But yes, it was quite a mess. Quite a mess. Delicious cake. We made a mint chocolate, dark chocolate cake, and with like mint whipped topping. It was delicious. And it turned out very pretty, but Yes. We did manage to have enough icing to finish it up. But by goodness, were we close to not. Oh yeah, like most things, it's definitely personal how that kind of stuff affects you. Like it's not nearly the same thing, but I pretty much go into a shock response whenever there's like a certain amount of gore or blood shown on something, because I have hemophobia. I'm not terrified, but like I'm deeply unsettled, strongly unsettled by blood, to the point where I've passed out before at movie theaters. But it's really dependent on how it's depicted. So like watching some movies, you should have called it an upside down cake. Well, we called it that I threw the hand axe. That's what we basically did, was we said that I threw the hand axe. Because we had just finished icing it, and I was trying to show the camera, and I forgot that it wasn't super stable. Like it wasn't icing, it was whip topping. So the layers of the cake, it just slid off, and then the whole thing just like slammed onto all of my equipment. It was terrible. But yeah, lots of different things can affect your health, and some of it is just mental and some of it is physical, and everybody has a different response, and it really depends on how some of the stuff is portrayed too. Funny, not funny. Yes. It was, in retrospect, it was hilarious. But it did mean that I couldn't bring the cake into work. I was planning on bringing it into work so that I could like not have to eat so much cake. But because I dropped it all over my counter, even though my counters were clean, I was like, I can't bring a cake that fell off of the cake into work. I can't. Like, why is the TM for Roar here? That's such a... What? Okay. Sure, I guess. Alright. Can't share clips. Nope. You can bring it back in the Discord. It's definitely there. It's definitely there. Exclamation point Discord for that one. I just want to get to Victory Road. We're not in Victory Road yet. That's what we want for today. Yep, there we go. There's our Discord. It's pretty quiet Discord, so if you're concerned that there's going to be like a lot of announcements and activity and things, don't worry about it. We're pretty chill, pretty laid back. We got a couple different rooms, so to speak, to share things. Like if you made something really yummy or you got some good food while you were out. We got the kitchen. We also got our little stage if you've got a joke or a meme that you want to share. Or something that you're working on can go in the workshop. Or if you just want to hang out, we got, everybody's in the living room. It's a good time. It's a good time. Very, very chill. Very chill. Floats always looked like maybe too buff I think it's like the inner tube thing. It just feels very buff. Oh. Hmm. She does look ready to beat us up, doesn't she? She got all dolled up for it. Dodged. Oh yeah, there's absolutely there's shades to everything. Shades to everything. Certainly can't put any one illness in a particular box. Just like people. Can't put any people in a particular box. Lucario. That's an interesting move to have on a Lucario. I guess maybe for Aura Sphere? Yeah, they certainly do try. They certainly do try. I have a sort of lifelong health condition, and the vast majority of people, if they don't know me, particularly if they're older and they don't know that I have it, and I say something like, "Oh yeah, I got to go to the cardiologist. I'm doing this, whatever," they'll be like, "You're too young to have a heart problem," and I'm just standing there like I've literally had one my entire life. The fact that it doesn't look like I have one to you, I don't even know what to say. You know, it's very strange how people have like a perception of what somebody with an illness looks like, and it's never right. It's never right. Exactly, yes. Speaking of which, that is the reason why we're doing our Streamiversary 2 weekends earlier than last year. Technically, our Streamiversary is like towards the end of May, but we're doing it early because I gotta go do cardiologist things later in the month. So, gonna take that whole weekend for Memorial Day for those of you in the US to go do some testing and stuff. So we won't be streaming that weekend. But we are leaving our donation stuff open for the whole month. So no worries. No worries about timing or anything else like that. Ooh. Interesting. Don't know why that's there, but okay. Is this... Yay, we get to Victory Road. Yes, everybody's personal health is very very important. I had the discussion. I'm a manager. I'm a manager for like an engineering group, and one of my younger team members was having some trouble. You know, he wasn't feeling like. Rather, he was feeling like he needed to come into work when he wasn't feeling well, for a variety of reasons. And I was like, no, just send me a text. You don't need to tell me why. Everybody needs to take personal time. You know, you don't owe me an explanation. You just got to take care of yourself, because your health is something that you can't get back. And certainly if work is making it worse, you need to take care of yourself before you can come in and be able to do a good job. So he was very surprised that I said such a thing, because, you know, the stigma is that your work doesn't care whether you are okay or not, and it doesn't matter if you're having a bad day. Other people are having a bad day and they're still going to work. No. You should absolutely take care of yourself. If you need a mental health day, if you need a sick day, if you need to, you know, just not be at work. Yeah. Engineering, which my degrees are in aerospace engineering. Technically, I'm doing mechanical engineering is what our department does, but we do work on launch vehicles, so it's still aerospace. It's aerospace. Hi, N. Pokemon battles are a catalyst. But yeah, our one-on-one, usually we talk for 20 to 30 minutes a week, every other week, and our one-on-one this week, we went over an hour because we were talking about mental health and creating a good relationship with your work and your mental health, and making sure that... Thank you for the phone call, Malkin. Thank you for the phone call. Oh, he's just giving me a TM. Are we gonna fight? No? He's just like, here's a TM for Waterfall. Okay, cool. Rocket scientist. Yeah, that's a common thing that I hear. Oh, we got scanned. Basic badge confirmed. Oh, this is cool. Toxic badge confirmed. Insect badge confirmed. The episode 1 phone call. I actually used it as my phone ringtone for a little while. Up until my current phone ringtone that I've had now for, oh gosh, 12 years, 11 years. I used to use that, and then my text message was the like the item get in Pokemon, or a level up noise or something like that. My ringtone now is a recording of a voicemail that was left for me. We were getting together before we all were graduating, and we were getting together for dinner, like everybody in our dorm that we hung out with. And for whatever reason, I didn't pick up the phone while my roommate and I were getting ready, and my friends just left a voicemail where they kept saying my name in like increasingly, you know, distressing voices. So I won't say my name, but I'll say Hap instead, and I'll be like, Hap, 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 Hap. Like, just imagine at least 3 adult men saying your name in silly voices of increasing urgency as time goes on. It's still my favorite thing. But anytime I forget to put my phone on silent when I'm at work and it starts playing, I get a little bit self-conscious about it, because everyone knows that it's mine, right? Because it's saying my name. I figured most people would find it annoying, including me. Yeah, I mean, the episode 1 phone call one is certainly annoying. But doesn't that make you pick up your phone faster? Wave badge confirmed. We have them all. That's cool. I like that. That's like a neat little thing that it does. Ooh, gates. Definitely the correct music for this. The caller can wait. You like to listen to the music? You're not wrong. Try everything to be productive, but I'm the type that I know how to do I equals R over V, but I don't remember how to do 3 1/4 plus 2 1/6 foundational math to get there. Well, good news is that's what calculators are for. One thing, I think this is like a makeshift Poke Center. Yes, that's cool. I need more Pokemon centers that are like just in existing buildings. That's what I need. That's like something that I'm talking to like interns and new hires about, is like, you can look stuff up. I don't expect you to know X, Y, or Z like off the top of your head. You could say I don't know and then go look it up. You can use a calculator. Like this is, I'm not quizzing you. I just need you to do your work. So here's all our purple Pokemon. This was the closest we could get to purple for a long time, was this Oshawott. We had to teach it Surf so that we could get to the one Water Stone in the game. Heliotrope. So here's all the purple shades we got. We got Winkle for Periwinkle. Here's Perry. Perry and Winkle were our only 2 Pokemon for quite some time. Orchid, who can't ever evolve, because if Orchid evolves, she's no longer purple. Heliotrope. Thistle. Periwinkle, which we grabbed at some point. Sangria. Mauve. Tyrian, who we just got. And Indigo. Indigo is technically a blue Pokemon, but for whatever reason, Mantine, which it could have evolved into, but we didn't bother doing it, Mantine is considered purple in the Pokedex. Very silly. Looking up syntax in an interview coding assessment, and they said I was losing time, and you said you were answering the question. Amen. Amen. No, I don't need to do anything. Can you use a calculator on the entry exam for college now? Oh, I don't know about that. That's a different question. I'm talking about at work. I'm talking about in the workforce. It doesn't matter. And if people say that it does, then they're not being truthful. They're not being truthful. I think I need more revives. They're bad at numbers, clearly. Truly. Yeah, so like I said, we were talking about, mental health and like taking time for yourself. And I think I mentioned something like, yeah, every weekend I play minimum 6 hours of video games. And my employee, he was like, I wouldn't have expected that. And I'm like, why would you expect that? It's true, but there's no reason why you should expect that I play that many video games. But yeah, it was an interesting conversation, because we were talking about like things that you can do outside of work, and like getting used to like having free time, because he also got his master's right after, so he was busy, and it's something that I had struggled with a fair bit as well. I'm like, what do I do with all my time now, that I don't have 15 million things to do? for class and for all these other things. So yeah, it's because you're super cool, Happy. Cool people don't play Fire Emblem. I didn't even bring up Fire Emblem. I was just like, I play 6 hours of video games minimum every weekend. And he just kind of looked at me. Because, you know, he's like 10 years younger than me, right? Ish. So I don't think that computes with people who are younger. Is that, you know, yeah, we still play video games. Older people still play video games. I don't think it was computing though. But yeah, we were talking about like hobbies and finding things that can reduce your stress, you know, outside of work, things that make you happy. It was a great conversation, and I was glad to have had it. But it was just interesting, you know, the different paths that we took to get to that conversation. Yeah, but I can't get a job if I don't have a degree, and I can't get a degree if I can't do more than remedial classes, get to calc and pre-calc. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Is there... Turn this down a little bit. Is there something like a math lab or office hours or something that you could take advantage of to work on your skills and get some help in something that you need in particular? I did that in college quite a bit. They had a math lab, and I went there a lot, where it was like all the teaching assistants would be there, and you could take your homework, you could take other problems that you were working on, and just kind of go through them and be in an environment where everyone's there to help out and make everyone understand. Because I'm pretty okay at math, but sometimes higher level math is hard. It is difficult. It is difficult. I think I went there the most for differential equations. That one in particular was a toughie. Yeah. Differential equations and partial differential equations. Difficult. A lot of the work that I do is, like, the theoretical portion of it is based off of diffie-q, but they're almost all transformed into like a closed form solution, so they're more like the same lines as what you were talking about, where I equals R over V or something like that. Not sure, you've been out and you don't know what school's here as you come in 2021. I think we've talked about ordinary differential equations before, Cabs, or at least like at a very base level that, yes, those are things that we've talked about. ODEs and PDEs. I don't really need to do diffie-q very much, but it is the foundation for like finite element analysis, is integrals and differential equations. And it is important to understand to be able to use like a analytical solver or something like that. Like FEMAP and Abacus, and there's other software packages as well that use solvers like Nastran to do that kind of work. Yeah, I haven't thought about them in a long time either. I only really think about them from like a explanation standpoint, like when I'm discussing like why it's important and what FEMAP is one that we're using primarily. FEMAP and Abacus, what FEMAP and Abacus are actually doing when they're resolving, or rather it's Nastran, when they're solving all these things. Like, this is what's happening, and this is why it looks like this, and this is how it's solving it. Because my structural analysis professor in undergrad, he literally had us doing finite element analysis by hand. Not like a whole lot of elements, but like he had us doing it by hand, which not a lot of professors apparently do, but okay. He was one of a kind. I took every one of his classes that I possibly could take, and I had a lot of friends who tried to avoid his classes because he was difficult. but I'd rather get challenged and learn well than take the easy way out. Goodness gracious. Sigalith, please. Time to go back outside. I'm so close to the entrance that it doesn't make any sense to not go back and heal. Banette. Not a purple Pokemon. I gotta say, this is a pretty cool design for a victory road. I think I want to do... Hey, stop it. Oh yeah, no worries, Cabs. Please take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting stuff to eat and drink and just looking after your health. Looking after yourself. No worries. Lurking is a-okay. Oh, this is pretty. I like this palette of colors. Very pretty. Ooh, Altaria. Can't have it. Level 54. I don't know. What would be next? We've done a type lock, we've done a color lock. Would it be like an aesthetic lock? Like you can only pick Pokemon that are fluffy? I don't know. Okay, so nothing doing there. You can only pick Pokemon that don't stand on two legs. Only Pokemon that have no legs. What would that even look like? Who's to say? I can't believe we're so close to getting our water Pokemon Poke Emblem challenge done. You did get CompTIA A+ certification in 2003, grandfathered in a lifetime certification. Oh, Catch-22, I haven't used it in 21 years. Oh, getting certs and then not using them. That's painful, because you spend all that time and then you didn't do much with it. I feel like that sometimes, like with my masters, I'm like, I'm not using it. But at the same time, like, it still is important to have it. Because it wasn't like an MBA or anything. It was in engineering. But now I'm doing management things. Let's put in Takao. Takao knows Thunder, I think. So this should be fine. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. Takao, baby, can you hit something, darling? Almost. Almost did it. Still proud of you. Proud of you, buddy. Lilac is really fast. Apparently not that fast. Sigilyph is kind of crazy. Nope, we're gonna stay in and we're gonna psychic the purple out of this Crobat. Unless we get hit with Excisor first. That would be a way to not have that happen. Goodness. Paper's only important to the people who say it's important. Some of the most intelligent people don't have any and just do. Yeah, up until like before college, one of the most knowledgeable people and philosophical people that I had ever met was the janitor at our high school, the head janitor at our high school. He was awesome. And he would talk to you about anything and everything, and he knew what he was talking about. It was all, the heck? Have I just not been able to hit anything with this guy? showing me the true might of purple power here, clearly. What is its moveset? Excisor, Shadow Ball, Air Slash, and something else. I mean, the saving grace here is kind of, Crobat really isn't a special attacker. And its defense isn't always great. Iris is pretty good with that, at least. Ooh, doctor. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Aw, oh, dang it. I didn't want to fight this person again. I mean, I knew about and how to repair computers before getting a certification, but the corporations demand proof of my knowledge. Yeah, sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do that. I mean, because their alternative is to test you on it, right? So they're just trying to save themselves time, right? Because they don't have to test you if you have something that somebody already tested you about that thing. I think that's a lot of where, like, wanting you to have a certification really is coming from. Is they don't need to figure out what questions to ask you. They can just be like, oh, you got this certification? They know how to do this thing that I want you to do. Beckett. A hands-on type? I am a very visual person. So like the main things that I was always good at were like spatial relations. So while I'm not extremely good at the game Tetris, like actual physical Tetris, like putting things inside a trunk that you have like weird shaped stuff, I'm extremely good at that. Just like a weird thing to brag about. But here we are. Here we are. It's something that I'm saying. A revive. Let's see. Let's get to Cal back. I think it also helps with like the painting stuff that I've done too. Because I feel like that's a very spatial relations type skill. Is that. Yeah, it can be very good to have that kind of skill. Ha! We outspeed you. And we hit. Tikel outspeed most things, though. Not too concerned about it. Goodness. So in addition to having been sick last weekend, everything here is blooming. Everything. There's all kinds of flowers, all the trees are blooming, everything that could possibly have pollen has been ejecting pollen into the air. It's very unpleasant. It's so unpleasant. Get the itchy eyes, got watery everything. It's not fun. And I wish it would stop. Let's just do lilac. You can't stay at your position, there's being a mover. That's true. I think there's other things I would go to before going into the moving business. But it is still an option. It is still an option. We had done some like STEM related activities with a bunch of kids yesterday, and I had posted about it on social media, and somebody that I play saxophone with was like, I'm not sure you have a real job. And I didn't reply yet, but in my head I was like, well, this is just practice for what I'd like my like retirement job to be, is to like work at a science center. It would be really cool. But it doesn't pay enough to do it like right now compared to my current job. It doesn't pay enough. But it's something I've thought about. Moving to somewhere near like a good science center and then just helping curate science exhibits and stuff until I kick it. I don't know if I'll ever be the type of person that retires and doesn't do anything. I don't think I have the mental fortitude to do that. I'm not anywhere near retirement, by the way. If that even ever is a thing still in the US in coming generations. Okay, I gotta beat this guy and then he'll heal my Pokemon. And then we can go fight the rest of the people in this area. Too bad fairy type doesn't exist here. It's the first thing I thought about when I thought of your skill, and my father worked for Mayflower before CDL was a thing. It does come into handy with like storage of personal items and stuff. Like when I was moving out of college, all the stuff that was in my dorm, and like you accumulate a lot of stuff and you don't realize it whenever you live somewhere, even if you're living in a very small space like a dorm, little shoebox. And we had originally we were gonna fly back, but then we were like, no, we need to drive back. So we rented a car, and we had not just like the stuff from my dorm, but also like my mom's suitcase. And then we also had like 1 or 2 suitcases from other family that came to see me graduate. And we still fit everything in there. There was only one item we had to leave behind. Because like we had it all collated together. And my mom was like, I don't know about this. I'm like, we can do this. And the entire trunk and then the entire back seat was packed exactly so that we had enough space to be able to see out the rear view from like the top. And we didn't really have to have anything in the front. Like, there wasn't anything around, like, our feet or anything like that. I think maybe, like, our purses or something, but everything else was that. Also, move from place to place, and if I had your skill, it would be a lot better. I've only moved once in the past couple years, and I think the movers were surprised at, like, everything being packed and organized and labeled and everything. Apparently that's not something that's common anymore, which is surprising to me. But yeah, they were like, wow, we know exactly where everything is going to go. And I think they accomplished moving everything in about 3 hours. I wasn't moving very far, so there wasn't like a whole lot of transition time. But in taking everything out of the previous apartment and moving into the new one, it didn't take very long. And I do have like furniture and stuff, so it meant I got a little bit of a refund from the original quoted price, so that was nice. Get back here. Fight me. You missed. Oh, that's a problem. It's not been common for decades. Many people that your dad deals with, a big heavy box with a lot of heavy books and other atrocities. It is an atrocity to pack your books that way. I had like archive boxes for my books. You can see I've got quite a few in the background probably. And they're in order, you know, when you pack them. But they're boxes that are specifically for books so that they don't break and get busted. Ah, dang it. He outbugged me. We move a lot of heavy equipment at work for the engineering work that my team does. So I'm always like thinking about that kind of stuff, just like on the side. So I guess, yeah, my skill set would be extremely helpful for working at a moving company. Or any like shipping company, even. Can imagine being an annoying customer for movers. Yeah. It just depends on what it is that you're moving, really. Couldn't win, but that's alright. Glad to know you'll be okay. Heal me. Wants to be the best doctor in the world. Never had a lot of stuff before you moved to your current place? Yeah, I find that, I forget the term for it, but there's a term for it, where people have a tendency to fill available space. Right? the tendency to fill your available space. So it's not all stuff that you need, it's just stuff you accumulate and now have to take care of. Yeah, like this apartment is a bit bigger than my previous one that I was in, certainly. But I don't have a storage room anymore, and the closets are like a little bit weird. So there's more stuff out in this one than in my previous one, where I had like all my books and all of my like art supplies and stuff were locked away in a storage closet in my previous apartment, which made it easier to keep everything neat. And here, all that stuff is now in this room, which is like for when I have guests and stuff. Air mattress in here. Better to have several small heavy boxes with books than a really big box full of heavy books. Oh yeah. The last thing I want is for my box to break. That sounds awful. Sounds terrible. Aren't Durant and Heatmore supposed to be like mortal enemies? And yet she makes them work on the same team? That's just rude. Feng Shui. I think you were thinking about it. Kind of. Not really. My mom really buys into Feng Shui. It has some good policies. Things that, you know, would work very well. Takao is a little too fast. Hmm. It's part steel, isn't it? Dang. Ever watch Lucas from 1987? I don't think so. I can look it up. I like the character Lucas from Echoes. Nope, can't say I've seen it. Can't say I've seen it. The scene with him and the jocks telling them that the insect wasn't able to something. We were talking in Cabs' stream about Shrek earlier this morning, like way early this morning. Wasn't able to fly away because its wings were wet from the rain. I feel like I've heard about that scene before. Or maybe that's just a common thing that people talk about. Yeah, we were talking about Shrek this morning in Cabs' stream. Hard to believe, but it was released in 2001. That movie is old enough to drink in the United States and has been for a couple years. I remember seeing it in theaters. It's a core childhood memory, I'm sure. Shrek. Just the sense of humor that's in that movie has long outlasted anything else. It's part grass type, so I guess I'll use bug move. I need to teach something flamethrower. Really. Thought of it because you wet a paper towel so it doesn't move in the microwave from the bowl. Yeah, I do that too. Or if I have something that I don't want to dry out, I'll wet a paper towel or I'll put like a small little dish of water in there. That's a movie we shouldn't let drink. You're not wrong, Cabs. You're not wrong. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Cool. That didn't do anything this turn. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Power whip. I need to heal somebody, probably. Making some chili, and it splatters otherwise. Let's see. Who's even a good candidate here? Iris, I guess. I need to figure out what I want to make for dinner tonight. There's options. But first I gotta clean the kitchen. It's been kind of messy this past week. Oops. This might be our last battle for today. We'll leave the rest of Victory Road and the E4 for after our charity stream event. Yeah, the 19th. We'll still be here for that. Let's see. Not ingrain, no. Stop it. It's an Arctazult in chat for those that are playing the Pokemon community game. Yay! Ferrothorn down. Your skill is too brilliant to behold. That mix of kindness and power is just like that trainer. Whatever she said. Alright, get me out of here. Let me see the doctor. Dang it, Hap. I'm a doctor, not a trainer. Alright. I think that's gonna do it for us for today. Gonna go find somebody to raid after I do myself a save. Thank you for hanging out and watching some Pokemon while we listen to Fire Emblem music, because that's not confusing at all. I think I know who our raid target's gonna be because we've been listening to the soundtrack for this the whole time. We do have a raid message. Feel free to use it, or your favorite raid emotes. We're gonna go raid someone who is playing Awakening, because that's the soundtrack we've been listening to this whole time. Thank you, Cabs, for the raid. I do appreciate it. Everybody else for hanging out, for chatting. I always have fun talking with you guys about all sorts of things. In case the raid leaves you behind, I'm gonna do one last shout out here for Sidewinder, Fire Emblem player, Advance Wars player, and Pokemon players. I know him! I know, right? It's part of the Femily. We gotta keep the Femily Day going. It came from Cabs, we're going to Side.
No. Not now. Ooh.
Did he just say ooh? Oh boy. Alright, well, we're gonna go head on over to Side Stream, say nice things, say hello. I hope you all have an excellent week. We'll see you on Friday for a short stream, probably. And then we got our charity stream on Saturday and Sunday, so please come hang out. If you're not in our Discord, we do have a Discord. And we'll see you over there. Have an awesome rest of your day and an excellent, excellent week. Bye, guys!